Greetings, it's Intuitive Jacob back. How you doing? Hope you had a wonderful, strong end. It's definitely been strong here. I wanted to thank all of you. First of all, I've had a number of you all reaching out to me personally, and I've had several private readings that have been done, and I wanted to just thank you for supporting my channel. The thumbs ups, the subscriptions, and the follows really mean a lot to me, and I always love your comments. Thank you for that. Let's talk a little bit about what's happening. I'm gonna fire up a chart, and there you go, there's my mouse. So today it's a new strong. I have a really hard time calling it weak. In a world of homonyms and homophones, where we manifest the creative substance of what we speak, I'd like to say strong, you know? So some of you all have been talking to me about communication misfires and like weird drama around you, even if it's not your direct drama. Many of you are on the high vibes. You're on the subtle levels of energy and really on that ascension flow. And it's interesting when things go direct, like how Mercury did, and we're coming out of whatever funk from that post shadow was there, to find ourselves in a situation like today where we've got this beautiful trine that's happening from Mercury here in our 8th house, so our planet of communication, that's what Mercury generally symbolizes, is communications, how we talk, how we get around, mental pursuits, technology related matters, being in our 8th house. So when we frame those together, we're talking about that, how it pertains to sex, death, regeneration, other people's money, topics of the 8th house. And it's in a beautiful trine, you see, with Jupiter being in our 1st house. And what a beautiful direction for that to be influencing, because this is like our outward appearance, the things that show up in our day-to-day world, our personality, our tells, where the luck has fallen. And also our 4th house with the moon in Aries. And so anytime we're in an Aries moon, it's like emotional impetus. People want to get things done. It can be kind of playful. It can be aggressive too, especially with some of this interplay we have going on with the 9th house. But overall, I'm really liking this being in the 4th house here, because this is the house of home, parents, roots, circumstances that we plan for at the end of life. And it's an interesting way to juxtapose these energies, because we've got how we show up in life, some of the more subtle energies like how we regenerate, what happens when we die, our roots and our foundations here, and a beautiful way to communicate those things. And I wanted to highlight some of that just because of what we're going to be having tomorrow. There's an opportunity period that I'd like to point out. I don't know if any of you are paying attention to these things, but if you do, there are some things you could know about when the moon goes void of course, and what to do with some of these squares that can help you make the most of some of these changes that you might be trying to instigate in your life. I've been talking to some of my friends at the Baby Elephant group. I wanted to shout out to Leora Alexandra. Thanks for this great group. Having fun talking to a lot of people there. I'll link it below if any of y'all are interested in participating. It's on Facebook. But basically, I've been hearing about these different challenges that people are putting out there for themselves to make positive changes, and now's a great time. I'm actually gonna say start with 21 days. If you can do something 21 days consecutively, you build a habit, and some of these energies are going to be perfect for starting things, and you want to just get your mind and focus first, because what we have tomorrow, Tuesday, between the hours of 3:54 a.m. Eastern and 9:05 p.m. Eastern, while we are in that phase, it's going to be an interesting time to focus on certain activities. It's like one of those days where during those times things can be even a little bit nebulous. Anytime that we're looking at void of course moons, which you may or may not have heard of, but the void of course moon is what happens in a little period of time between when the moon changes from one sign into another, and our moon changes approximately every 2.5 days. So by and large, it's like one of the cosmological influencers that we as beings all under the same sky experience at the same time. And so the moon has a lot to do with how we internalize things, our emotional feelings. And when we have this change between one sign to another, we all feel that. The moon changes the tides in the water. These bodies are primarily made of water. We're a very sophisticated kind of plasma plant form that's been inducted with electrical charges, and I think a lot of metallic particles, what I've been explaining in my 0 point work. And it is like we're transmitters of this energy, and so we all feel it. And when there's a little hang between sign to sign, the term is void of course in the moon. And so when that happens, there are certain things you can do that are never going to be successful no matter what. I have to tell you that. And there's other things that you can do that are always going to be successful no matter what. So you kind of want to know when these things are happening and what it is that you've got planned, because some stuff's just going to be like it's kind of like planning for Mercury retrograde. It's hilarious, but these are the times where you, in this little period of time, would not want to focus on starting a new business. You wouldn't want to, take somebody to court. You don't want to run off to Vegas and get married in this little time window. It's not when you gamble. It's not when you submit a resume somewhere or try to negotiate on things. This is a time where if you can, you just check it out. You focus on things that are more in the etheric realm: sleeping, dreaming, meditation, altered states, yoga. If somebody's being aggressive towards you, let them do it during that time, because it's like GTFO, not going to care about it, and it's not going to go well for them. You know what I mean? So it's a good time to break up with somebody, break up with a part of your life that sucks. If there's something that's just not working, a bad business deal, you might actually have the cojones to just be like, you know what? No more. Or you're fired. That kind of stuff. That's when you do it. So I'm loving it. I just wanted to talk to you a little bit about that, because this is an opportunity that we're all going to have. So today, focus on what the opportunity is, where our mind is going, how we're inducing things, and knowing that if we're planning on something new, or if you started a new challenge on today, especially now that we have some direct influence energies and even some retrogrades from Uranus, it's like putting the kick in the pants where it needs to go, and the energy just being where you need it so that it's easier to get through these things. And so I'm actually going to read to you a little bit about where the moon was clocked for today, because where it was clocked for today actually sets a pace for things coming clear. Today's moon was graduated from Aries at 3 degrees, and I love this. It's called the outer casing of the Great Pyramid being removed. And that's actually coming from Elias Lonsdale's good book, Inside Degrees, Developing Your Soul Biography Using the Chandra Symbols, which I refer to often. I'm going to read this to you. This is things coming out and being clear for you, my loves. Candor, stark, naked honesty, getting rid of all false coverings, going for what counts. You are sharply intent upon getting at the truth and staying on the truth. Self-disclosure, an extraordinary aptitude for reality. You are the world's most direct person, willing to be seen and known unequivocally. The jackhammer treatment, blunt, brutal, and straightforward, devoid of charm or grace, but right on the mark, gutsy, and truly incorrigible. Wow. What a texture for the moon, right? So some of us are just feeling like, yeah, I'm here, let's get it done. And way to start with good manifestation energy to help you carry this through. So if this is like a needle going into the thread that we all incept at one strong view, knowing we're strong and not weak during a 7-day time period, I want you to carry that meditation forward and really let that speak to you. And when I calibrate you with the sound of my voice, the prompts and the sounds here and the subtle levels of ASMR will help carry that into your somatic cells so that as you're doing your manifestation work tomorrow, it will have been done and completed for you. And I thank you for mitochondrial connection to a powerful smudge, and that's a little bit of energy clearing for us to work with for that. So what's next? How about a reading with the Sibilos? And oh, well, what's going on? I want to show you what I got today. I was out working on my compost, and this little feather was right on top of my compost. Some little birdie left me a prezi, and it's so beautiful. So that's here on the spirit board with me right now. I just had to bring it inside. It was such a lovely little gift, and I've been having some animal communications recently. I've had some friends and some new people that I didn't know reach out to me about companion animals that had gone missing, and fortunately one of them has come home and another one is still missing. Actually, 2 have come home, but one is still missing, still out, and been sending intentions forward with some of these little babies about bringing home our loved ones. And so any of y'all that care about things like that, send a little light in that way. Some people I know would be really happy to have their companion animals back, and there's still a dog that we want to come home. All right, I'm gonna go ahead and start shuffling the Sibilas and focusing on today's energy. For those of you all that want to know what the heck's going on today, we might actually have some really cool messages for you. These are lottery style, so we'll see what shows up. I'm gonna get a little help from Archangel Gabriel, and we're gonna pick a song from the Art of Love musical tarot deck to assist us. All right, so we've got Sex Tape by the Deftones. It's probably one of my favorite songs by Deftones. Not into with all our dreams. hearing about somebody's like 5D love interest. It's like you've been doing something manifestation wise just to call somebody in that wasn't fraud or fakey. Like whoever those guys were that you were meeting over there that are like over there at the college is what I'm hearing, and within like 8 blocks of your home it's been like madness is what I'm hearing from somebody, and about like wanting somebody to take you on like a real date, and that ex that calls back saying things like this. Yeah, let's see what we can find out. What else is in the cards for us today? I'm out of my head tonight. I'll keep that one. Wants to come out. Let's see what we got here. So, wow. So something about the lie that got told. False friends. Lies. Whatever happened this weekend. Well, was it about this guy? Il Nemico? That's one of the... I'm hearing the thief of your heart, the guy with the lie, and whoever tried to put his hand on that thing, and it's like, don't even try. Disgrazia, house fire, and he told somebody to take a hike. Let's see, what else? Well, amore. So, somebody wants more out of love, and I'm hearing that's you, babe. Let's see what's under this guy here. L'allegrezza. It's like he was just keeping it cool and calm, wasn't he? Like, oh, I'm your friend. And sending like weird-ass people by to spy on you, right? It's like, let's see a few cards down here peeking out. Because wanted to see. See, there's the lover there practicing, and I'm hearing she's on her own all the time because she's focused on something better, and if you're the guy that's full of lies, screw off. Who am I? I'm the psyop guy that cares about love going right, and I'm the guy that says La Vecchia Signora was underneath that spying tactic, and that's why you got found. It's like a security bitch slap. It's like, no you don't. Is that really your grandma or is that a friend? I don't know. Sometimes La Vecchia shows up and she's the old lady. She's a little old lady and she's sweet, and sometimes she's spicy. She can serve up some tea, and if you piss her off, it's kind of like being dead. She'll kill you. No, seriously, it's like, don't piss off that old lady. She'll let you have it big time. Yeah. Somebody got their back. I'm going to turn this one off here. If you're not the one. Daniel Bedingfield queued up. And yeah, I'm just hearing it's like, that might be the tactic. It's like somebody was just not there before, and now that might be you. It's like, all right, I've got this new direction here, and it's like, if you're not the one, and I can't feel you and hear you and then connect with you here like real people, it's like wrong ass kind of relationship. So I love you all. Thank you for being that kind of viewers, those of you that are doing that. It's a new place that I can't even call it time yet. I think we're proving that it didn't exist. We've been hyper-infused. We've been waking up in these bodies and figuring out who gets to stay in the glue of my biosphere. I love you. Have a wonderful day. Hit me up at artoflove.me if you would like your own personal private reading. You can send $33 via the Cash App, and I can do a down and dirty daily for you. It's usually about 30 minutes. 20 to 30 minutes, and I'm also doing messages and things at my Twitter account if you're there. If you like these videos, I appreciate your thumbs up and share it with a friend. Some of these weird messages might apply to them. I love you a lot, and I'll catch you again soon. We're back for another one. Bye for now.